Hello friends, so welcome to this lecture on Azure Key Vault overview. So in this lecture, we'll discuss about the what actually Key Vault is and what are the different plans and what all we can store within the Key Vault. So before starting, you remember in the last lecture we discussed why we need Key Vault, and we discussed that okay, Key Vault greatly reduces the chance for your secrets, that may accidentally leaked when we are using the Key Vault. The developers, the applications they are using, there is no need to store security information in their application. Like example I gave, application may need to connect to a database. So instead of storing that connection string in the database, that particular string can be directly stored within the Azure Key Vault, or you can think of it as a safe, like shown in the diagram. So this is what is Azure Key Vault. So like for central management, for storing your secrets, database strings, rather than into the app code, we can do a centralized management. So what exactly Key Vault is? So Key Vault is a tool, or you can say a service for securely storing and accessing secrets. Secrets could be anything. It could be your API keys, passwords, certificates, your encryption keys, which you use to encrypt or decrypt your data. So that is basically a service, or a you can say tool which is used to store such information. So we'll dig into that okay, what all we can store within our Key Vault. And think of vault as a logical group of secrets. And basically when you use this Key Vault service, all your data at the backend is stored within the HSM backed service. So HSM is nothing but a hardware security module, which is basically used for storing such kind of information and managing the cryptographic keys, and it is FIPS 142 certified. So these are basically level for the cryptographic module. So let's say if you purchase any kind of cryptographic material which is used to encrypt or decrypt the data, so there are some levels given it to it, level 1 2 3 4. So HSM, which is provided into the cloud by Azure, so it is 142 certified. And you can encrypt and small secrets up to 10 KB of size. You can import, generate your own keys, you can create your own secrets. And it also simplifies an automatic task for SSL certificates, like an application can directly contact your Key Vault and uh, fetch that those keys or secrets which they need, or that database strings, and all your keys stay within the boundary and no one will be able to retrieve the private key. So in short, like if you are using the Microsoft HSM, in that case Microsoft doesn't see or extract your data, then they'll not be able to use that. So it is like only the users or the customers will be having access to that. And generally Azure Key Vault comes in two flavors. One is standard and then the other is premium. So in case of premium, all your secrets are stored in the HSM, which is your hardware security module. Now let's see what all we can store within the Azure Key Vault. So the first thing we need to discuss about the secrets. So secret is nothing. It's like you can say secret is a sequence of bytes limited to 10 KB, which we can assign a value, and this could be your certificate, string, whatever we want. So in this case, think of this connection string as a secret, or credentials, like we have username and the password. Then these kind of connection strings are used by the application to connect to the databases, right? If you have got the chance anywhere to connect the application to a database, or if you are a database administrator or an application developer, you must know all these things, that okay, what I am talking about. So with the help of this, the consumer can save and read back values on the name of secrets if they have the required permissions. So it is nothing but basically a key value store that encrypts your data and store in the HSM. And it is, one thing you need to remember is that consumers receive the value of secret as a plain text only. It is not encrypted. And then we have is the keys. So you have heard about the symmetric keys or asymmetric keys. So keys, what are keys basically? So keys is nothing but a cryptographic RSA 2048 key that basically consumers can use for typically key operations such as encrypting your data, decrypt, signing, verification, right? So is your key vault basically handle all these operations for the consumer because they can't read back the values. So all these keys you can store within that, like you can store your private key within your key vault so that no one will be able to retrieve that. And then is like we have those SSL certificates which we used for our websites, for browsers. So all those certificates you can also store within the key vault so that they can be used by your applications. So what you can use, so these are the basically the resources which you store in your keyword, like secrets, keys, and which the certificates we talked about. So this is it in this lecture. In this lecture, we just had an overview about the Azure Key Vault service, that what it is, and then we discuss about that what are the resources we store in Key Vault. So this is it, friends, in this lecture. Thank you for watching this lecture. Meet you in the next lecture.